Hello, punters, and welcome to our brand new show, Locked In, where we put our pundits to the test. We give them the opportunity to convince myself and you, the punters, on who we're backing in this weekend's feature races. Very simple concept. Each of these analysts get 45 seconds to sell us on why we should select them and put our money on their bet. Joining me tonight, I've got Nick, Wok, and Pat. Welcome, boys. Nick, we're just making fun of the bedroom you're in. What is that, the cell?
Yeah, the doghouse, the kennel, or the spare bedroom, as we like to officially label it. But, mate, this is where the magic happens in here. So the form gets done, the winners get found, and not that magic.
You're not one of those guys that taps the bed and goes, the old workbench.
This isn't going anywhere.
Hey, boys, this is me masturbatorium. Read and weep. We're quite rich. We have a room just for that.
Hey, we've got this new blue light function. Don't take it into that spare bedroom, whatever you do. What about you, Patrick? You're at Sydney-wide Discount Studio, brought to us today by Earth Porn. Fantastic Facebook page.
233 Victoria Road, Rydalmere. You boys know where it is, don't you? You've all been raving on about the marketing drive we've been doing through Facebook comments. It is a raging success.
It's working. How are you, Patrick? How is it? It's good. This is your first potty back this year.
First potty. I'm sure I'll be a little bit rusty, but at least I won't be in the dark, will I, Wok?
No comment.
Wok, how are you, mate? You've had a big week. You've won Top Bloke Award. You've had a big thing at work and all that. You're flying, mate. Counsellor of the year.
Yeah, thanks, Woodhead. Been a big week. So, keen to be back on the potty with you fellas. And, hopefully we can find a few winners.
All right, Mum, I've got to do the potty. I've got to do the potty. You've got to put the black shirt on, black hat, a little bit of foundation, make my face pop, and turn the lights off.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, I hope Top Bloke of the Year, though. It sounds like an award that I give myself.
This is my Premium Lover of the Year award.
Punter of the Decade.
Yeah, I just keep it above the old workbench.
Got all my certificates here.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez. I thought you were going to start doing some chin-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. Woodhead found it so funny he lost it.
Oh, sorry, guys. What was Nick going on about that award that he gave himself of Rockhampton's greatest love maker?
No, it said TAFE, and he had written TAFE.
Spelled it wrong.
T-E-F-E.
All right, we've got 5 races to get through today. It's going to be a short, fast show. Enough mucking around. We're a bit rusty our first show back, but that's okay. Eventually this will go live, but we're in the new this is my first show in the new studio, not the downstairs kind of lounge studio, the upstairs studio, so I'm very excited, but we don't have internet out of the wall. You know, like, what's that called, where you plug it in? We don't have that. We've got to figure that out.
Is that simply plug-in internet?
Yeah, we don't have plug-in internet. I have to call the internet shop.
The internet that you plug in.
I've gone rogue again. Okay, are you guys ready to get into these races?
Oh, mate, ripping and a tearing. I'll be there too. Ground Zero, Rose Hill races on Saturday as well in a private box.
Oh, it's in a private.
Must be doing some wonderful things at Rydalmere.
If you're in the public, obviously don't come anywhere near me.
If you want to have a beer with me, just look up.
If you are in the public, though, please don't attempt to shake my hand.
Don't touch me. Okay. Let's get into the second race at Rose Hill. So race 2, our first feature race for this weekend, the Group 3 Canterbury Stakes, over 1,100 metres, 2-year-old set weights and penalties. King's Gambit. It's going to be hard for you to convince me otherwise of us and the punters putting that money on King's Gambit, but I'll let you try. It's currently $1.45. Next best is Red Resistance at $6.75. Shinzo at 650, then Red Resistance. The rest are double-figure odds. Pat, starting with you, give me some high energy. What are we liking and why? Where's the punters' money going?
Well, mate, I'll throw it out there. I know we're trying to convince you on who to back, so I'm going to say that the horse in this race that reminds me a little bit of Piero, and it's not the favourite. I'm looking at Red Resistance here, the Gay Waterhouse trained 2-year-old colt. It is one of the horses that's been to the races. It's won. It gapped the field with Steel City, beat the third horse by 4 lengths. I reckon it could be the one to knock off the hot pot. We see this every year. There's always a 2-year-old that has a massive boom on it. $1.40. Cannot take those poison odds. $5.50 about a Gay Waterhouse trained thing that loves the fight, has been to Rose Hill and won before, goes again. Mate, I'm with it on Saturday.
Oh, great timing, by the way. You did that in 45 seconds.
Did I just get in? I knew you
just got in. I was hovering over that buzzer button. I can't wait to use it for my first time.
I flipped the egg timer.
He's done it. He knows what he's doing. Red Resistance, currently 675. I'm not sure who we've got the best odds at the moment. Probably our good friends over at Boombet. I like it. This King's Gambit seems to be holding the hopes of a nation on it on Saturday. Nick, are you with King's Gambit, or are you going to convince us otherwise?
Yeah, the internet must have lagged out when Pat said if the rest of the field got to jump on Thursday afternoon, that they'd be able to beat King's Gambit, because maybe outside of Enemo, King's Gambit's the best 2-year-old we've had in Australia since, I don't know, Capitalist. He'll win this and he'll win the Golden Slipper. Simple.
Oh, nice and easy. Walk coming in over the top of that.
Yeah, I'm with Lloydie. You won't see a more impressive debut than you did with King's Gambit. He ran time in the 2-year-old listed race. 3 big ticks for me. J-Mac, Peter and Paul Snowden with their 2-year-olds absolutely on fire, and he's got how to tick over trial in between, so he's the one to beat.
Drawn wide.
Okay. Too. Yeah, look, this is hard. So this part was usually where we'd be on the live feed and I'd get the feedback from the punters, and I've got to do what's right by the punters. I think everyone's going to be on this King's Gambit. Pat, I'd love to go with you. I'd love to find the value, especially early on, because you know what I'll be backing, more than likely, but I feel like the punters would choose King's Gambit. We're going to lock in King's Gambit for $1.70. I locked it in. Do you like that? No?
What a lock. The lock. Did you like that lock?
Locked in.
Love it.
King's Gambit. All right. Surely we've got it.
Mate,
look, you guys are just throwing stuff up against the wall to see what sticks. I've got to do what's right by the punters.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Taking $1.40 2-year-old colts, you're a braver man than I am.
All right, let's get on to the wooden stakes. Gentlemen, Group 3, Race 5, over 1,100 metres again, 2-year-old set weights penalties. Let's get into it. Our current favourite is Learning to Fly. Currently, $3.50 with a Perfect Proposal, $5.60. Cigar Flick, $6. Steel City, $6.70. Divine Glory, $9.40. The rest are double figure odds. Okay, straight off the back, Nick, I'm coming to you straight up. Go.
Yeah, Learning to Fly. I'm in DJC's chair, so I'm just tipping the favourites, but I'm really keen on this filly. Her trials have been really good. I think they paid $900,000 for her. She's out of Ennis Hill, she was a speedy 2-year-old in her early days. She's just on the bunny all the time. I think this girl can. She's just built like a brick shithouse for a 2-year-old filly. She looks like a 3-year-old colt. So I reckon she's just a good thing on Saturday.
Walk, are you with him or against?
No, I'm with Perfect Proposal from the Gain Adrian Yard. Really keen to have a bet on this filly. She brings the Gymrack form into the race, where she started favourite, ran behind Platinum Jubilee, who then went on and ran second to a smart line from the Golan stable in the Magic Millions. Good gate speed. She should take control from barrier 4. Tim Clark rides at a good weight. Should be hard to beat at 1,100.
Hopefully jump out and they're chasing him down. Walk?
Yeah.
I got to say, the crook part of me watched that replay of the gym crack, and when I had to laugh at the people that would have been on your horse because it's
count your money.
What was the horse that beat it? Platinum Jubilee absolutely launched out of the ground, and
It was hard.
Yeah,
we used to have this racing game at Tingha Palace in Parramatta where you thought you were home, and then all the horses would stop, and the magnet would just bring one of the horses from last to first. That's what seemed like Platinum Jubilee did in that race. I thought, who's the crook person put their money on this to jinx that day? But yeah, mate, that was a huge run. Won't win though. Steel City is my tip. The Steel City runs second to Red Resistance. Loved the race. That was so hard and dogged fighting out that finish. I thought it was going to go to the Magic Millions. Mark kept it in Sydney for an easy kill. At Rose Hill, has track experience. Red Resistance got it on the line there, but yeah, they did gap third. I reckon there'll be plenty of form out of that race, so I've got Steel City on top, and I'm hoping that race brings me the first two-year-old winners on Saturday.
Yeah, I happen to like Steel City as well, Patrick, so on behalf of the punters, we're locking you in.
Oh, here we go.
Had to give him one. I knew if I didn't give him one early, I'd hear about it for the rest of the year.
Let me out.
Locked him up.
Let me out.
I hate being locked up, but I love the location at 233 Roddelmere Road. Sydney Wide Distance.
Don't give the wrong address, mate. That is just rude.
What is it? Tell us again.
Rude. You've read it a million times. You've been there. It's obviously 233 Victoria Road, Roddelmere.
I wonder how
You'll know when you walk through the door. It goes.
Obviously, guys, if you forget, Boombet sponsors this podcast, but Boombet don't sell.
Oh, we take
white
boom
goods,
bets
mattresses.
In the shop. If anyone wants tips, tips.
You're still giving out those Boombet $50 free bet cards every time someone buys a new mattress.
You spend over $2,000 in the shop. I do a dance
with your dad on your shoulders.
Yeah, get on my shoulders, customer.
Actually, we've got to give a shout out to your dad, Jeff Allendorf. He was on Johnny Tapp's podcast this week.
Oh, we don't talk about other podcasts on our podcast.
Shut it down.
Yeah, Dad, why don't you come on our podcast?
We'll have to put him on now.
He'll text me after this. I told you I'd come on. You won't invite me.
You'll hear about it literally minutes after this goes up.
Yeah. How do you know before you put it up?
Yeah, I've texted him anyway. Anyway, let's get on to the 3-year-olds. We've got the Group 2 Expressway Stakes, which is race 8 at Rose Hill this weekend. 3-year-olds, weight for age, set weights over 1,200 metres. Our fave, Golden Mile, 205 with Boombet. Forbidden Love, 280. This is looking like a 2-horse race. Gentlemen, are you going to convince me otherwise? Wok, I'm starting with you. Give me the energy. Go.
I'm with the Godolphin Colt. I love Golden Mile. Always have. Record to date is, exceptional. Beautifully placed here. He'll kick off the campaign with a win. He brings the Golden Rose form and the Caulfield Guineas form into this. That's super. Barry Force will get a suck run and he'll be too strong for this lot.
Paddy, you with him?
Yeah, mate. I'll just do some form on this race, just like Nick does his form. Odds, yep. To the favourite order. Yep, Golden Mile for me, mate, because I think Forbidden Love will need a golden shower for it to be winning. So I've got to stay with Golden Mile with this dry track down here.
Nick, you with the fave?
Jeez, yeah.
He's painted you.
I am.
Here we go.
Knew you would be.
Just play it straight back down and towards you. But I'm going to throw it. How's that? Idiot. I'm going to throw out a little bit of an extra stat for you, though. So Golden Mile last spring went through the Golden Rose into the Caulfield Guineas, lost the Golden Rose, won the Caulfield Guineas. Enemo lost the Golden Rose, won the Caulfield Guineas, resumed in the Expressway Stakes. Enemo got beaten because the rail was hot and you just had to basically lead. But Golden Mile has what Enemo didn't have at this time, and that was tactical speed. He'll put himself in the race from barrier 4. J-Mac on, underweight for age conditions. He's only got 55 on his back. I just think he's got the run to suit, and he's too good for a lead. But,
How embarrassing! How embarrassing!
The first buzzer.
Mate,
I
the first
actually
one
forgot
we
to
knew.
put the timer on, but God, you went on forever.
Shivers,
well,
all right. We know you tipped the fade. Just tip it.
Just tip the fade. Just tip it.
Oh, what a stat!
There's a 50-1 shot coming up in here.
Just,
Oh, okay.
just
in
give me
this
the
show
tip.
or in this
Just the very
race?
tip
Yeah.
of it.
It's a tip. No, in this show, not this race.
All right. Well, then
Golden
let's
Mile,
keep let's
breathing.
keep moving. Then
That
we're
was
down to the valley. We're watching
Yeah.
it's the Australia Stakes, the Group 2 over 1,200 metres, 3-year-olds again. Let me have a look. Our favourites, fairly open race. I think the Jigsaw at about $3. Snapper and Turath around that 4.5 mark. Nick, I don't know if this is where your 50-1 shot comes in, but you kick us off for the Australia Stakes at Moonee Valley.
Yeah, snap, mate. Snapper from the Mike Moroney stable from barrier 5. He's had 7 goes at the Valley for 4 wins. And a second, one of the ones where he missed the place was in a Group 1 where he was far from disgraced there. 13 of the last 15 winners of this race have settled in the first 4 in the run. That probably comes down to Moonee Valley being a highway anyway, but he'll be in the right spot to win this race and he'll be too good.
Snapper.
All over it.
Snapper. Yeah, I like it. You Wok, who you with here?
I'm with Jigsaw. Backed him for the last 3. This prep, 4-year-old gelding. He's gone for 4 on the trot. 3 starts back. He broke the track record at Cranbourne, 1,000 metres. He had to win at 1,200 in group company, but he's flying at the moment. Daniel Moore sticks. He's a fast horse. Should get every chance in barrier 2. And, I think he can make it a picket fence.
Yeah, what's going for?
Is it a squib,
4
though?
four on the trot.
Yeah.
But do you reckon it could be just a bit of a squib? I don't know that it's up to this class. Mate, I'm saying that this is a weak Group 2 race. And when they're weak like this, I go to the class horse. And Bo Ross is a class horse. I don't reckon it'll be suited by the weight for age, scaling. I think this could be its time. It's gotten beaten by horses like Behemoth, Palele, the really classy Group 1 horses. Whereas the others in this race, they're a bit, I don't know if they're just a bit squibby. Happy to stay with the class here and go with Bo Rossa.
Bo Rossa, it's currently $8.
Oh, it's juicy. It's juicy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mate, I remember back in Bo Rossa when I was up against Behemoth first up. What was it, 2 years ago? So
It's been a while between drinks, though, hasn't it?
Yeah,
it has, but it's been up there. It's been running within 3 lengths of the winner. So I feel like I reckon it's only got to be honest to win this race.
Snapper's been winning races. Jigsaw's been winning races. Bo Ross has just been
But they're-
running around for a paycheck.
They're just benchmark races.
Snapper got beat in a Group 1 5 starts ago.
yeah. You know
How
what,
fast
Nick? You don't have to say any more. We're with Snapper.
2.4. Yeah,
Got
we're
another
with
one.
Snapper. So we should
Yeah,
be.
we're with Snapper. Sorry, boys. Wok, you need to sell us.
I know. Hopefully
Get a bit
the
of
next
passion,
race.
Wok.
Put
Put a piece of the jigsaw together.
You're dressed like a criminal. Start acting like one.
He's too busy picking the locks.
The lights are off because everyone's asleep. Come on, Wok. Come on, get the energy. Bring us home for our last race. We're going to the Sunshine Coast, race 8, 1,400 metres. No age restrictions, rating base. Open them up. This is Nick Lloyd territory. So I want you to just kick us off with the Sunshine Coast Cup. Go, Nick.
2 words, mate. Rockhampton form. Dale Hanson won this race about 4 or 5 years ago. 5 years ago with Bilboa Rocks at 100-1. Similar form to this horse, Bombassay at $51, if you don't mind. He went north to Rocky. He won the Cairns Newmarket. Last start, 3rd behind Age of Innocence, who's come out and won 2 starts ago behind the Bopper and Indispensable, who both started favourite at Metro Company their next start. Didn't win, but the Bopper's odds on Saturday too in an easier race. I think he's a blowout at $50.
Wowee. Is that Rockhampton form? Is that who? Someone keeps tagging the toilets Rockhampton form here at work. Is that you?
Everywhere.
Tick here if you think Rockhampton form's the best.
Stick to the same text. I know it's
Huge ticks everywhere.
Wowee. So, Rockhampton,
call this number to hear a Rockhampton fact.
Yeah.
Hey, you want a Rockhampton fact? The Expressway Stakes that's on tomorrow, which we just previewed, our boy Malachi, the Rockhampton Rocket, he won that race. How about that for a stat?
You are the stat man.
It's going wide. What race are you talking about?
Everywhere, mate. Everywhere you look. The Expressway, the race the Golden Miles favourite in.
Oh, right.
Rocky Rocket went down to Sydney for a kill. First up kill, blew him away. Tommy Berry in the saddle.
Gee, see,
is this a joke?
Yeah, that Master Victoria's going to get some usage tonight.
It's an elaborate piss take.
Is there like a pump camera with all this Rockhampton form gets thrown at me and then Ashton Kutcher jumps through the door?
No, this is me.
I understand why you wear such tiny shorts on these shows, so you can just lay back on the old spare room workbench and just go through all the Rocky form in your head and just enjoy it. Because Nick got up before you guys jumped on to close that window behind him. He has the smallest pajama shorts on I've ever seen in my life.
It's wrapped around.
Is that why you keep calling
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
The Rockhampton boa? Is that where that comes from?
Rocky Balboa, yeah.
My anaconda, what?
All right, come on, Walk. Last race today. Give us high energy. Who you've got for the Sunshine Coast Cup?
I've got Star and Michelin, $8.50. Happy to have a gamble on this horse. Tough open race, but I think there's a few chinks in the armour for the favourite. She's a low percentage play for me. She'll get too far back, and she'll be running on, but I'm not with her. So previously, it comes back from the mile to 1400. Ran 6 to You Called It, who's the smart one from the Chris Lees yard. Loves a good deck. Previously won 3 times at the Sunny Coast. Barrier 3 is perfect, and we hope that Justin Huxtable gives him a peach. So I'll be cheering on Star and Michelin tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday. Sorry.
Saturday.
Oh, start cheering tomorrow. My voice left.
You've missed the key stat with Star of Michelin. Third up, 5 from 5. Fourth up, 4, none from 4. He's a third up horse. He won last start. He doesn't win again.
Fuck. I'm still with him. He's
still going to start cheering from him now.
Okay.
Start cheering for him now.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him a quick spell and give him 2 runs on Thursday and Friday, so he's third up on Saturday.
Yeah. Jump out.
Correct.
You'll jump out Thursday, jump out Friday, and then sweet as.
Bang.
Yeah. Paddy, where are you for the Sunshine Coast Cup?
Well, I've got a certainty tip for you here.
Oh, it's good.
I've got a certainty that at 5:32. At 5:32 on Saturday, I will be beeline.
Okay.
So I can be back on all 3 of these horses that we're tipping. I've got number 5 on top here, Roman Aureus. We obviously know the owners. I've spoken to him this week. They reckon this is going to be a big show in this race. It won well at Toowoomba last start. I don't know. I've always had a soft spot for this horse. I don't know. I sort of think if it can live up to the expectation that they have of it, it can really dominate this field. So Roman Aureus for me draws the pain. He's got to sit out, get the gun run.
Shut up, Pat.
Your buzzer going on from now, Pat.
He's laughing.
Nick just said. Shut up, Pat. I was into that. I was honestly, I was going to take. This is hard, punters. This is why I need the live video so you guys can help me out.
Our man's owns this horse, mate. We've got to cheer for our mate.
Who's our mate?
Mark
Oh, you're not talking
McGarry.
about MM Mail.
MM, mate.
Gary Mail. He's the
Mark
owner
McGarry.
of it. Of course they're going to. Roman Irish was a good tip you gave us once. I will say that. So I'll tell you where my thoughts were. I'm like, Nick, he's gone to 50 to 1 shot. I like it. But he just didn't sell me enough on it. But I like that you. And then I was going to go walk just straight out of like sympathy, but then you shat on his with the fourth up. So I'm like, okay, Walk's obviously not in this race. Then Pat hit the buzzer, which obviously brought me a lot of joy. So do I go for the 50 to 1 shot, or do we go for the your mate who owns the horse?
Or the buzzer beater.
You know what? I'm going the 50 to 1 shot. How good would it be
I got to
if we
say,
get
we'll all be having something on here.
a 50 to 1 shot home on the first episode of Locked In? That would be absolutely fantastic. So, what's it called? Bombardary?
Massive.
We will. Bombassay.
Yeah, Bombassay.
Might be having a Bombalaska.
What is it? Bombay Sapphire?
Can I get a Bombay Sapphire and a Bombalaska while I'm backing Nick's horse? I'm not even going to say
Bombasay.
it.
Is it dual accepted, Lloydie?
If it's a dual acceptor,
We'll edit that out. We'll edit all.
Where else?
I don't know. I don't know if it is. I think it says
Oh,
it's
you
dual.
just
Oh,
showing
you don't know if it is or not.
He's just throwing shade. I'm looking this
You
up.
I'll tell you. Hang on. Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
is,
right.
but he hasn't got a jockey in the last race, so it's
that's
already
good
been
then.
it's already been scratched from the last race. It's going
Beautiful.
around in the cup.
Let's
Going
go.
around winning the cup.
All right,
Don't
we're
worry,
on the 50
I like
to
how
1
you just
shot.
scared him a little bit.
Oh, I love it, Walk. Throwing shade.
That pulled him
which
in a
is,
line.
You know,
Yeah.
good for you throwing
Yep.
shade in that room. Can we
Hard
get...
to throw shade when you're in the dark.
I can see shadows, though. We're going to get Walker.
There's a few shadows on the wall.
There's a bit going on.
Yeah.
What is that?
Walk
Put your
at
mouth
the
near the
end
mic.
is,
Watch the shadow when he does that. Oh, don't do that.
oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I've got to go and commit some crimes now.
Well, thank you, boys, for joining us. Thank you, listeners, for joining us in our first episode of Locked In. Please give us feedback. Instagram, Facebook. This show brought to us again. This year, BoomBet's getting behind us again. I'll run into that a little bit more next week, but very, very happy to have them on board and hopefully got something really exciting to show you guys with them next week. Nick, back to the kennel. Pat, looking good in the Sydney Wide Discounts studio at 233 Victoria Road, Rydalmere. And Wok, turn the lights on. Thank you, boys.